Welcome back to the A to Z of purpose and leadership. Today's word is one that transforms success into impact and achievement into legacy. Significance. Success is about you, significance is about others. Many people chase success and still feel empty. Significance is the shift from what can I gain to what can I give. I'll never forget my first high ticket client. Yes, the money mattered, but what moved me most wasn't the revenue. It was the ripple effect, knowing that their family, their life, and their future was transformed because of our work together. That was significance. And that's the difference. Success fills your pockets, significance fills your heart. Our three lessons for today in significance. Lesson number one is significance requires service. The only way to live a life of significance is to lead a life of service. Success often makes us think about climbing higher, but true leadership is not about being in front. It's about lifting others up. A study showed that people who volunteer regularly have lower rates of depression, reduce stress, and live longer lives. Service doesn't just create significance for others, it adds years and meaning to our own lives. Look at Mother Teresa. She never chased wealth or fame or position, yet by devoting her life to serving the poorest of the poor, she created an impact that inspired millions around the globe. She won the Nobel Peace Prize, not because she sought recognition, but because significance has a way of shining through humble service. Her life proves that when you serve, significance naturally follows. Lesson number two. Significance is built in relationships. No one remembers how many followers you had. They remember how you make them feel. Platforms fade, metrics fluctuate, people endure. Significance is always measured in human hearts, not in headlines. Think of your own life. What made the greatest difference for you? Was it with someone with millions of fans? Probably not. Most likely it was a parent, a teacher, a mentor, or even a stranger who spoke truth into your life at the exact moment you needed it. I used to chase significance. On social media, I felt like likes were the end all. And in the beginning of COVID, my sister and I were out of pure boredom. I decided to braid her hair like a princess, like a Disney princess. And we braided her long hair, which deserves its own zip code, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, 100,000 views. Within a few weeks, 1.2 million views. And we kept doing hair videos. A bun that she did, 12 million views. But inside, there was no impact and no significance. It felt completely hollow. And then I shifted to doing purpose stories and sharing people's stories that brought meaning back to my life. Let's look at Albert Schweitzer, a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Peace Prize winner. The purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. Let's look at Maya Angelou. She was a best-selling author, a poet, and an activist. But what people remember most wasn't just her words, it was how those words made them feel. Oprah Winfrey often credits Maya Angelou as one of the most significant influences in her life, not because of a lecture or a platform, but because of the depth of their relationship and her unwavering wisdom. Significance isn't built on reach, it's built on relationships. Lesson number three. Significance satisfies the soul. Success may fill your bank accounts, but significance fills your heart. The most fulfilled people I know are not the ones who hit every financial milestone. They're the ones who've made a difference. It says, John C. Maxwell says, success is when I add value to myself. Significance is when I add value to others. And the soul knows the difference. Think about it. When you reflect on your proudest moments, are they moments of personal gain or moments that you impacted someone's life? The truth is, human spirit craves significance. Even Tony Robbins has it in one of his 6 emotional needs that humans crave. Significance is the highest currency of fulfillment. So let's make this personal. Let's write down one person you can serve this week without any expectation of return. It could be sending a handwritten note of encouragement, offering your expertise to a colleague who's struggling, taking time to mentor a young leader, or simply listening deeply to a friend. Then take one small step to making their journey lighter. That single act will ripple farther than you realize. Success impresses, but significance impacts. Don't just live for achievement, live for significance. Because one day, when the titles fade and the numbers vanish, what will remain is the impact you had on others. That is true legacy. That is significance. Thank you for joining me on today's word in A to Z of this series. If this message spoke to you, please share it with someone you want to remind that their life matters, their service matters, and their significance is already in motion. And don't forget to ring the notification bell and subscribe and join us on the next time as we continue our journey through the alphabet. Thank you very much.